Hey, welcome back. We're back in Timberborn today, and today we are going to get our bots in. We've got a couple of other projects to work with along the way, but our main project today will be getting our bots into this area here. First thing we're going to have to do, though, it looks like we're going to have to clean some of this area out, which means I'm going to pause that, and we're going to pause all the other metal ones so they can use metal. Because right now we have so much of it that we have full on the metal blocks and the scraps. Nothing to do with them. We are going to toss in 2 large tanks that we are eventually going to need for biofuel and for catalyst. They can start working on those. Something else that I'm going to need, eventually I'm going to take these gear factories out like I said I was originally, and probably place them over in this area down in the corner here. But in the meantime, I would like to get as many extra gears out of them as I possibly can so that we have them while we're moving. So I'm just going to say these are for gears. They're very important. Let's get those in there. And they already have pathways into them, so they'll make some extra gears, fill all of those up. Speaking of gears, though, let's go ahead and start on our project to upgrade these right here. Now, this one I don't need, and these two I don't need, because they're all connected in through the batteries here. So we're just going to start with these two first and work our way down, replacing all of those out. Now, can we build that far? Let's see. We can, but we can't get to those last ones. So let's just grab the path here, come over this way, and over this way. I would like these to also be very important. This can be somewhat important. And these I would like to go to normal importance, except for these right here, because those need to come out of there. While we've got a couple of dynamite in, let's go ahead and detonate those out. We'll let this build in here. Hopefully they can pick... Oh, I guess I need to actually turn on the smelters to use some of the scrap, don't I? But we'll check back on that in just a second. They did manage to get this dynamite in over here. And unfortunately, it looks like they can't plant there. So we're just going to do... let's get the scarecrow, and we will put that in right there. That looks good. They can work with that. And hopefully as they pass the bridge, they'll get some buff off of that. On the other side of the dam, we do have probably all the water that we need, but we seem to constantly have a problem with the water running out, as you can see in various different places. So I'm going to try and build a quick setup here to pull in. Oops, let's not let out too much water. There we go. To pull in some extra water when we need it. So we're going to start with... We're going to get this one. And we're going to do this. Toss a pump right on here. And then we will toss in some more stuff here. It might have to just come down a bit. Now, is that the level we want it at? That sure is. And it is on the left side, so all we've really got to do is put 4 of those in there. And, ooh, that tree is going to be in the way, isn't it? Well, we're going to have to find a way to get over to that. Let's see, do we want... We will make... Well, I'm not sure. Let's see what happens if I just try to put a water pump there. Nope, can't do it. That would have been too easy, wouldn't it have been? So, can we get it to go in maybe here? Let's put in something like this. We'll remove those. We'll do the water pump over here to pull in a little extra water when we need it. We'll get the structure set up for it. There we go. We'll say that is slightly more important than other things as well. We're still a bit short on beavers overall. We are getting bots here soon, but I just want to get to about 110 beavers, and I think that should be good. We're going to put about 9 more on top here. To get up here, though, that's going to be kind of a trick. Let's see if we can get maybe a 2 here. We'll take a 1, stairs, a 1 here, more stairs, and there we go. We'll put the 2 in here, get the 1s across. Very nice. And these are mirrored. Yep, they sure are. Let's take a look there. There we go. We'll put our path in. There we go. They should be able to get that in, and that should be enough beavers, hopefully, to keep us going for a little while. Our first set of large windmills are in, so I'm going to go ahead and take out the 2 in the back here. That should leave us with still 4, and then when I take out those 2, it'll leave us with these 4. So hopefully we keep a little bit more power. I'm going to set those again to the highest importance so they can get those in and we can get it out of the way. There is the big windmills put in, so let's go ahead, take out the last of these. We will make sure that these get replaced, and then we will see, can I put in 2 more? There we go. I would feel much more secure with all the stuff that we're putting in to put in 2 more. Let's set the priorities, though. I would like to get those done first, and then eventually those can go in. We're not really working too much on that. That's okay. That happens. We don't have to worry too much about the rest of this either. So we'll just wait and see what they can get done there. In coming episodes, I'm going to replace some of this storage with larger storage. But to do that, we're going to have to move where the storage is at in the first place. So I'm going to put a large pile here. And we'll use it as kind of the staging place for all of it, starting with logs, I think. That would be a good idea. Whenever we have free trees to cut down, that way they can cut them down and we'll have plenty of extra that way. They got this other log pile taken care of. I'm not sure why they're taking other logs here, but we are going to, as soon as they get rid of that, we're just going to pause for a minute. We're going to delete it. Yep, there we go. And then we're going to tell them underground pile. We have just enough for that. There we go. And they can start on that. We'll say it's a low priority for now. Logs, planks, and gears. We should have plenty of gears. Planks we're low on, logs we're low on, so we'll work on that just as they can get it. With our stairs down here, I can finally remove these stairs here, because they can still get down there just fine. We'll go ahead and put in 1 here. And then, let's see, up above here, I could probably just put in path here and put a metal scavenger flag temporarily right there. We'll say that's important. And then all of this could go. You can delete these scavengers and it won't lose any of the contents, which is good. I like that. There we go. Now we've got a place that's just picking up the last 33 of this scrap, and once they do, it will be clear in here. You know what? I just realized right here needs that. So we'll just move our stairs. There you go. We should have plenty of resources for that, and they can get those 15, those 33, and then we'll have this whole area cleared of scrap, or at least where we need to build cleared from scrap. We have made it to the bottom of the map in this area right here, which is what I was going for. And how do I know it's the bottom of the map? Because if you try and blow it up, it says it's the bottom of the map, which is great. That's what we're looking for. And here, we are going to put in some work for the future. We are going to put in a bunch of these. There we go. All the way up to this height right here. And then in this corner, we will be putting, let's see if we can get it. 2,000. Okay, well, that's all right. We will spend just a little bit. And I will say to pause that because we don't necessarily need them. In fact, this can all be the very lowest of low there. We do not need any of that right away. I just wanted the area so that I know what I can and cannot blow up over here. I'm going to put all of this dynamite in too. There we go. They managed to get those trees out of there just in time. So let's rethink all of this since it took them so long to build. And I'm not too worried about that. We'll get those resources back eventually. Let's see if I can go ahead and do something like this. Remove our two paths here. There we go. And we'll do a water pump there. It's only about 1.5 high, but that's not necessarily a terrible thing. We will tell them, go ahead and make sure that that goes in, that we can have more pumping in our reservoir done as we go along. It's time we go ahead and get rid of our gear factories here and replace them with something else. There we go. We are going to put in our wood workshops here. Spin them around. There we go. Get 2 of those in. They can build those. And then we will put in, I don't think I need this road in here anymore. Let's just, maybe, yeah, there we go. Get rid of you. Oh, I do need it, but we'll connect it back in some other way. There we go. Road. Come all the way over here, here, there. That's good for now. We'll redo that in a bit. Yeah, I think that'll be fine. Let's get in our, or try to get in, first of all, bot part factories. You do not want to go there. Oh, I didn't get rid of that road. I thought I got rid of that road, but I guess not. There we go. Let's get 1, 2. The third one will go here eventually, once that's all cleared out of there. And then I'm going to take... Actually, let's take this road all the way around here. We'll come up here. There we go. Let's clean out this path. We don't need that one. And we will take and... I would like a road coming down here. We will fix... I hate having these 4-way turns like this, but I don't think there's any way to avoid it at this moment. So we're just going to live with it. Here, we are also going to get the biofuel refinery. And we'll toss a couple of those in here. There we go. Do I want them that way? That should be fine. I know I just made this, but since right now we're a bit short on trees and a bit heavy on dynamite, I figured I'd go ahead and get the square underneath it as we're working our way down here. We've already cleared out a decent amount, and we're going to redo all of the water system here before too long. But we might as well get what we can get while we can, right? Something else that's going to help us get through some of these metal blocks, I think, is going to be putting down these beaver statues. We'll put a couple of them here and there. Let's see. We'll put one there. And then let's say we'll put... How about one here as well? Is that facing... Yeah, that's facing out. There we go. So they should use up a couple of blocks and help us out on the decoration side. We are continuing to struggle with logs, so I think I'm going to remove this potato area for now. It is definitely going to... Ooh, I need to get some extra water over here too. Let's dump some water out. But we'll take these potatoes out of here, replace them with trees. Like I said, we might need to put them back when we start making biofuel with potatoes, but that's okay. Let me just get rid of all of these here, and then we'll put trees back in there. Hopefully that will help out with the logs just a bit. Our first bot factory is in there, and we're going to set you to the heads because I don't believe that requires the fuel. No, it sure doesn't. So they can at least get started making some of the stuff and use up some of the metal blocks that we have so we can pull in more scrap. Our friend over here has finally finished his job and got everything out that needs to be gotten out. So we're going to go ahead, remove that. We can remove this as well. And we'll remove these roads. There we go. We will toss in the last of the bot parts. Oh, there's another road there. It didn't quite like that. There we go. Now, to get up there, let's see. We're going to have to use some stairs, aren't we? There's some stairs. Oh, there's our second bot. Bot limbs. Good, good. And I have to go up and up again. We'll go all the way across here. We'll grab our assembler. We've got the science for it, so we might as well. Let's see. If I put it here, then can I toss a little spare power in here? Can't toss it there. All right, let's put this in the middle instead. No, let's do something like that. Yep, and then power. Where can I put power at? Put power here and here. And I have made a face. That's interesting. That wasn't on purpose, but it will give us power. So we can let them work on building some of that. Getting all of this together. I would like to get at least one of these done, so we're going to turn that up to a higher ranking so we can start on our biofuel out of potatoes, and then we can be making all the parts. The other thing I think I'm going to need, let's see, gear workshop. If I do 1, 2, 3 of you for now, and I can't take power out of here and still get back here. And I do still want to get back here. In fact, I might do this. And we'll do something like that. Let's see what's underneath here. Yep, there we go. We will connect that in as well. This can come up and around. This way. There we go. They can't get power from the second level. There's a road at the first level, so we're going to have to take it from these. I can't take it from that one because the road is here. Let's see. I'll have to go from this one. So let's grab you right there. We'll make that high priority. There is a very, very long drought on the way. Okay. Well, we'll make it. We have a good amount of water and a good amount of pumps going. I'm not too worried about it. Let's see. We're actually going to need one of these. It'll have to go up, but before I can do that, I will need this. Yeah, I don't know why I drew this around. This should actually go this way. And take you out of there. Remove you. Remove you. There we go. And now we have power. This one comes back down. Hooks into all of that. And we'll figure out what to put in those 2 tiny spaces here as well as those 2 tiny spaces there. And that should connect our power once we've got, well, I'll put this in here so I don't forget about it, but we'll pause it just so we're sure that that gets built. One of the last things I want to unlock today is our mine here. We've got just enough science for it, so we're going to go ahead and put that down. We're going to say it is the least important thing, though, so they don't spend all their resources trying to get to that. Oops, just noticed that you need a road there. There we go. Got another place where there's another 4 that I can't do anything about it. Oh, well. This can be the official roundabout section. These are our beaver roundabouts here, just so the traffic doesn't pile up. I guess that's how those things work. Kind of looking like we can redo our sunflower seeds just a little bit as well. So we're going to go ahead and what I'm going to do here is just say don't replant these seeds. And once those get out of there, we'll replant them with wheat because wheat seems to be falling behind at the moment. I believe my original plan was to put some extra trees in this area for harvesting, and we might go ahead and do that to get our number of trees up. I don't know that it'll help us at this point, but I figure we might as well. Let's actually get it over here in the corner if we can. And it should be able to take care of most of this area. Let's find out real quick. How far can you reach? Oh, you can reach the whole thing. So you will go to the whole thing. We'll do something like this. There we go. And we will put the lumberjack flag here, which will cover the whole thing. And now we can simply plant trees all up here for now to get us some extra trees should we need it. Well, we're definitely going to need it, but that'll help us when it can help us. I noticed I forgot some maple syrup storage, so we're going to go ahead and use the biggest one possible, and we're just going to put it right here next to it. They still got to walk around quite a ways to get to it, but that's okay. It's not a high priority. They can get to it when they get to it. We'll just connect it in right there for now, and hopefully they can empty out some of this forest. We've already got pine sap saved up, so not too worried about that. I'd like to keep this a little bit fuller. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and remove one of, oops, this one. There we go. We're going to remove, let's say, this and this. That puts it about in the middle, and that'll help if for some reason this goes under this 3 level. We'll still be able to fill this up and keep these going, or at least a little bit filled up. We'll put those at the highest priority so they get done quickly, though. And then we'll put a water dump in there just as soon as we can. Our major log pile just got put in. So now we can finally switch this over to planks. Yep, there's no planks in it at the moment, so we'll do that. And we will say we want you to obtain all planks. We're going to switch this storage out for a large underground one here, so we can start saving those up as well, but we're going to set that as a little lower because right now we don't have any planks anyway to worry about saving, and there's a ton that needs built with planks, so I'm not too worried about this filling up anytime soon. Our beaver friend over here finally finished his work and got all of this metal out of here, so we're going to take and toss in lumber mills over here. Get 3 in there. And then we are going to come across, and I would like to get paper mills in on this somewhere if we can figure out how to get them connected in. Let's see. Actually, could we do something like this and then paper? There we go. That should be powered through the bottom there, I believe. And then we'll just do the same thing over here. We'll get another paper mill up here. There we go. Excellent. We've got all of that in. And We've almost got this last one in here. Hopefully they get that in pretty soon. Our bots are all in there. We've got everything upgraded. They're making a good amount of power. Sometimes when the wind is real low, it'll use some of these batteries, but so far it's always been pulled back all the way up during the evening, so we're not having too much trouble with power. If we do, we'll start another wind farm close by here and see if we can run it into one of these buildings that we've got on the outer edges, but I'm not that worried about it. We've still got a mine to work on. And next time we'll be working on this dirt excavator, as well as next time I think we'll work a little bit on the amusement section over here, and we will probably redo some of our pieces of our reservoir here to be able to pull out water a lot more efficiently. But that will be for next time. So, just want to say thank you very much for stopping by. Don't forget to like, comment, or subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye!